Alright, this is a weekly reading for Libra. I have some extra cards here today. I also have the 6 card reading, weekly reading, as well as a lot of channel messages for you and a playlist. So I'm going to start off with the playlist. I will pick one song off the playlist. You have a total of 3 songs on the playlist. A lot of the other groups had um, 6, 1, different varieties of songs too. So, let's see. Let's do Usher with Confessions Part II. So, the rest of those songs will be listed down below if you're interested in finding out what else is in store for your week. Let's see. I'm going to start off with the other cards so we can find out, what's going on. Okay, so we have Not a Stone, Simplicity. The present moment is frickin' amazing. So something might be happening or something might be developing. Could be a relationship, could be a job, could be a career. Okay, prayer is dope as fuck. So you might be praying for certain things. Things get harder before you level up. Know that. So you might be going through a difficult time, and then it all just kind of makes sense, okay? We have holding on to resentments is like taking a shit on your own heart. So move on from regrets. I know they're hard, but I feel like what's coming right now is going to be very different from what you're used to. And it's going to be more of an opportunity that I feel like you've been waiting for a while. And it might soothe some tension about, past things and stuff like that, okay? Whether I pick it up in this reading is going to be another thing altogether, okay? So, you right now is going to be the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands is anger, is sacred. Burn through the slumber of helplessness and compliancy. Resist. Women's rage is force that will change the world. So, there might be a relationship here. There might be some anger here. There might also be a 3-party situation. Maybe there's karmics involved. Maybe there's obstacles involved, or, addictions. But I feel like your own need for change or your call to destiny, depending on what your situation is, will change your life drastically, where you kind of let go of people that haven't been serving you, or situations that kind of have you in a standstill. So there might be a very different thing going on in your life, a metamorphosis or a change. Okay, so we have week's theme. We have the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands: harness the power of desire, embrace creativity with confidence, courageously step in towards the heat. So there's going to be a lot of different things going on. You might have a lot of attention drawn on you. There might also be a lot of questions that you need answers to. So there might be some burning questions you have. But there's also going to be a hesitancy in you, and I feel like there's just the opportunity and then and you're going to have to kind of bite the bullet and take, the opportunity as it comes, because I feel like if you don't, this is kind of like last call in a bar situation. So this is last call and kind of your life source. Whether you stay or go is entirely up to you. But I feel like this opportunity isn't going to be around for too much longer. Okay, so whatever the opportunity is, it could be just a word of mouth that kind of seems very minuscule at the moment, but later on you kind of start thinking about it. It's kind of one of those things. Okay, number 3, we have challenge. So the challenge of the week is going to be the 10 of Pentacles. So ancient magic, modern medicine, find strength deep within, the wisdom of the elders take root in the bones of the youth. So this is kind of like you getting advice from your ancestors, or maybe you're asking somebody in your family about certain things and you're actually getting solid advice, advice that puts you kind of in a more advisory kind of situation where you kind of know more about situations, more about how, things went down with your family or family members with certain situations. Because I feel like some of you might be foreign, or you might have come from, like, I think it's either an Oriental background, a Jewish background, or more of like a tribal setting like Africa or Native American kind of indigenous people. So there might be a history of actually going far and beyond um, what was, you know, expected of you as a people or as a family. So there could be like that warrior spirit within your family too. Alright, so number 4 is a lesson to remember. We have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is speak from between your legs, shout, sing, and scream, declare your truth loudly and without fear. So kind of, you gave me the image of like a young child when they kind of yell and they're screaming, they're playing outside with their friends. And they kind of, like, they shout things that either their friends are playing or like they're playing tag and they're like, tag, you're it. There could be a lot of freeing truth about it. Maybe you do need to exercise. Maybe you do kind of have kind of restricted views that you might need to exercise and get out, or through prayer or movement. Doing a little bit of Tai Chi maybe will help loosen your muscles and tendencies to hide emotions and feelings. Because if you withhold like emotions like happiness or love or, vulnerability, it does kind of make your muscles ache. It makes your throat chakra close off, and it makes you into a kind of person that's kind of a doormat to other people and their problems and stuff. And you don't want that. You want to be able to express yourself, be your own person, and kind of do what you want to do within the limits of, if you're in a relationship or whatever. But you still want to have that freedom to be yourself. Okay? So don't be smothered out of who you are as a person. Okay? So we have number 5. Number 5 is lesson. A lesson is going to be the Emperor. The Emperor is building strong boundaries. A sturdy structure supports abundant growth. Own your authority. So you do have to kind of tell people, you can't do that because of this reason. You have to become the Aries. And I don't know of too many Aries that are quiet. I feel like they're more expressive than most signs in the zodiac, but I do feel like you do have to go into an Aries type of energy, and on the wheel it's actually the corresponding sign. So Aries and Libra are across from each other, so you might have to take on more of a leadership role in certain cases, or be more assertive in certain situations. So it depends on what your situation is. There's a lot of people watching, so it could be assertiveness, or it could be aggression, or it could be more of a passive aggression that's kind of in more of a professional environment. So it depends of what you're dealing with at the moment. So number 6, we have the gift that you give yourself. So this strength. Strength is lead with a bold, kind heart, gentle, healing, builds resilience. Power sweeten is strength unmatched. So there's a lot that you can do within your own power as a Libra. You don't have to be a Aries per se or a fire sign unless you have it heavy in your birth chart. But like you have your own strategies. I feel like and your own influence. So if you're good at one thing, you can be very vocal with that type of skill or artwork or what have you. You don't have to be out in everybody's face or be a leader all the time. You can be a very quiet, resilient artist. I feel like a lot of Libras do that too. They go into their artwork, they have lyrics, they have paintings that speak very loudly about their beliefs. And also, just in your job alone, you could be very, like a silence, leader. But, yeah, whatever you choose to do is entirely up to you, but you need to get your voice out there some way. So we have the channeled messages that I got before the reading. We have being original, family conflicts, challenging authorities, a firm, like a law firm or business firm. We have can indicate a lawsuit, a promotion, or foreign diplomacy. Let's see, a strong family. So there's a lot of different things going on here for you. I feel like it's either between family or it's between outside forces, but it's something that you really have to share your belief system and thoughts, so that usually people that are very silent, they don't want to get in arguments. If somebody's fighting with one of their friends, they're not going to step in and be like, you're this or that. They're not going to do that. They're going to be more of an even keel type person where they're neutral. But with that, you also run the risk of the other person who is a bully and who is constantly putting, in their own beliefs. Because nobody will stand up to them and say you're wrong because of this, this, and this, and not blind them with facts. So you don't want you don't want somebody who's constantly a brat or a bully taking over and being the voice of the crowd of people that may or may not want that, okay? It makes it very hard. Diplomacy is when you listen to the crowd, and instead of everybody getting a chicken sandwich at Chick-fil-A, you get a chicken sandwich, you get a burger, you get fries, you get a milkshake. There's more diversity involved in leadership than just one person speaking for the group, okay? And I feel like you can step into your power very quickly as a leader that is fair with everybody, but understanding what the needs are of other people, okay? Libra, and I know some things in life are going to be hard, and this might be like, kind of like walking up a mountain, especially towards your own leadership and your own power. But with every life, there's a journey with it, and this is just a part of your journey. You could have got out of the life journey a long time ago, but like all good cliffhangers, you do want to see how it ends. You do want to see if, your love interest comes back, or you get that job, or, this other person gets their just desserts because they were mean to you and some other people. Like, you're always going to have a reason to continue your own journey, even if it's hard, even if it's difficult, because you constantly want to see what happens, okay? So I wish you all the best. I'm sure that this is kind of a, prelude to other events that are going to happen this year, and I hope everything works out in your favor. I feel like it's just that you've been quiet for so long and you might need to speak up a little bit for some people that have had some injustice done to them, okay? I know it's hard. Some people, they don't like confrontation, but I feel like you need to say something, alright? Either through art or stuff like that. Anything that you touch, you should make into a statement to help those who might not have a voice of their own, okay? Anyway, Libra, this is where I leave you, and hopefully this helped you out. If you like what I'm doing on here, leave a like. If you like what my channel is, subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, because for my next video, you know I read everything you give me. Yeah, some of the suggestions I have already done, so I'm kind of looking for some new stuff. But, yeah, I feel like this was a good one. It's kind of like getting back into a part of your life that you kind of left behind for the moment, but I feel like you're getting back into that energy. Anyway, Libra, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next reading, alright? Later.